recording now.
Previously.
Previously on Dragon Ball Z.
On Dungeon Ball Z.
Well, you named this Hot Dairy Q, so...
That's because originally we were going to be doing Horde of the Dragon Queen, and then it just turned into Hot Dairy Queen.
Well, see, I thought it was Dairy Queen. We better end up getting some, like, epic
God,
ice cream.
I thought you were doing, like the Monster Factory. Get the Dairy Queen gun!
Okay, so you guys left off in this... Go ahead.
I was gonna say, I'm imagining curry-flavored ice cream.
I'm going to get some vanilla ice cream dipped in chocolate.
You guys placing orders for the end of your campaign?
Oh man, I would love that for my final, like, achievement.
I want everything. And then she has really bad brain freeze because she ate everything.
She's just like on the ground twitching. Ugh.
Pretty much.
Oh, I need to get...
Okay.
I need to get Saban's thing. Oh, sorry. Excuse me. Get over here. I forgot to get my sheet out. There we go. Sorry. Go on.
Last left off, you were at the end of what you had deduced to be a prison cell with a fountain at one side and the nest of the Rat Queen at the other. You did receive a list of items that you had your treasure that you found in this room.
Got my notes.
I can resend it. I don't remember how you guys divvied it up.
We didn't.
I don't even remember it.
I don't think we did.
No, you didn't. I think Saban found it, and that was it.
Yeah, I found it.
Let me see what room this is and what treasure you get.
We got studded leather, 5 daggers, a long bow, a backpack with a water skin, 1 day of rations, a bedroll, tinderbox, 3 torches, a quiver with 6 arrows, a potion of... a healing potion. I just put a potion of blank.
Apparently healing potion.
Yeah. Pouch with 10 gold. Oh, there we go. Potion of healing. There we go. I found it. And a gold ring. And their gold ring has the ranger's name, Caracas, on it. So, did I do a good job recapping?
Yes.
Sweet.
So, I don't think you guys divided that up and decided who gets what.
Well, I think I said that I wanted the arrow and these 6 arrows in the bow.
Yeah.
Oh, that's right. You did decide to take that as a weapon. Did you get your weapon damage for that?
Ah, shit, McFuck, I forgot about that. Thankfully, shit, McFuck.
Is there anything you want, Sylvan?
I would like to have the ring.
I suppose I could also take the armor.
Can I take the healing potion?
Yes.
Yay.
Alright. So...
How much is that healing for?
That's a good question. I don't actually know.
Can I just roll my dice?
Yeah, it's going to be a certain dice roll, but here's the information for the longbow.
Shit.
Let's see. How much healing does a healing potion do?
5,900,000.
You regain 2d4s plus 2.
Okay, well, come on. Come on. God damn. I knew I was missing fucking something.
Shit,
does anybody want the 5 daggers?
I don't think my character needs any more daggers.
I'll take the
Yeah,
5
I
daggers.
literally can't use any of that, so...
I'll take the 5 daggers. Suckers.
These are always things that you can sell later on, too, if you can't use
Okay,
them.
I got 7 hit points back.
Or you can just leave them.
I got so much shit on me. I got like a spear and a fucking gun. I don't need any of the weapons.
What
You had a gun.
determines the bonus for...
I still got the gun.
Oh, it depends on what type of weapon it is. It is a ranged weapon. I think that's dexterity. Let me check.
Yeah, I hope it's dexterity. I'm certainly more dexterous than I am strong.
Oh, Liz, she should also take the bows, or the arrows, too.
I'm your armor.
Okay, I gotta go back down because I'm only at 22. Okay. I
I'll
wish I was 24 now.
So what did you say my name again?
Sorry,
I
I'm
got
double checking the.
Money.
who wants the
Oh, so I'm
gold?
gonna wear the studded. No, I think we should probably just divide wait until the end of the mission and then divide that up amongst us evenly.
Okay,
Just throw it
so
on the ground and we'll just scramble for it.
I think you'd all lose.
yeah.
Okay,
Ty
so
sits on everyone.
your your damage modifier for the crossbow is going to be your dex modifier plus your proficiency bonus.
Oh, thank God. Okay, that's something I can actually deal with. Okay, so armor. I guess I'm gonna wear the studded leather armor, and not think about the thing of a corpse.
We dusted it off for you. It's fine.
Where is my Google? God.
Leather armor, studded leather armor. Where the fuck is this studded leather armor? There we go. Okay.
And the armor might change your armor class too.
Okay, I did 17 divided by 5, and that's at 3.4. So if you want to, like, because that's 17 gold, if you would just want to give everybody, like, 3 pieces of gold, maybe.
It is totally up to you guys how you decide to divvy up that money.
Well, I've at least put on the stuff, I guess.
Because I counted in, Turgundy, too, in that.
Oh yeah, is she not on this page?
He.
No.
No, Turgundy. It's she.
Yeah, no, the character. Sorry, I was.
Sorry,
looking
my
for
brain
the
is just
icon.
like.
Nope, it's cool. I totally get it.
No, she's sleeping. She's with the kobolds, just kind of chilling.
I feel like you guys just left her in the throne room on the floor. Like you didn't really let him know what you were gonna do with that.
Like,
Just
when
like-
this wakes up, just give it more alcohol. But yeah, I talked to Train today, and he was like, "I'm so glad the Rat King came back," or "I'm so glad he came back," after, like, referring to the video I uploaded. And they wish they could play, but they're just so busy.
No, I get it. If we start another campaign before he can get back in and like be a regular character, we'll just start it without their character and then have an encounter that lets them join the party when they are able.
Turgundy's like, "Hey
when he is
guys,
able.
how you doing?"
Alright, so you guys have your treasure. What would you like to do?
I'm going to hold on to the gold for now, and then divvy it up.
Yeah, because you're probably gonna get more gold in the future.
Should we look back at this fountain?
How much gold? 17.
Well, we need to go down that way.
Yes, Dad.
Is there more to the map
Huh?
that you're drawing in, or is this? There's
Yeah,
no more
no.
doors or
If
anything
you
like
if you look at the Discord, I sent the actual
Oh,
map.
sorry.
I'm just recreating it.
Right.
Boof on the thing.
I've been hugged.
Well, we didn't explore them tunnels.
Yeah, I'm going. Bye.
Which tunnel?
Oh.
Where are we going? Oh fuck. Oh, yeah, we were gonna
Jesus.
go there.
There's only one way we can go now.
I
Down to the
teleported.
tunnel.
Come on,
Wait.
Meatball.
Meatball. That one poor unfortunate rat that's just lonely in the corner.
Oh, right, before... Sorry, I have to go back. I go in and look at the rat, and I kind of point my eyes and point back to the rat. And then I point to the picture of the Rat King. Then I walk out.
What?
I don't have my dice. There we go.
Oh shit, dice.
Yeah,
Yes, I
y'all
forgot.
need to- It is a tabletop game. It requires those.
I mean, mine kind of live next to my computer, so.
Yeah, I literally didn't move mine since last game.
Oh god, my mouth tastes like space.
Oh, shoot.
I'm not a spice food person.
No, no, I'm not.
I'm not. It'll kill me at this point.
Oh, that's true. You got that like ulcer thing going on.
Not an ulcer. My stomach's eating itself.
Well, like, do they not have a term for that? I was pretty sure that was like an adequate term.
Does it
so-
have like a hole? Do you have like a hole in your stomach or something like that?
No, it was like my acid was so strong that it was eating like the protective lining, and then it was actually burning my stomach.
Hmm.
So I've been on like pills for like a month for it. It's greatly improved though.
Oh, that's good. I
Good.
think I had a friend who had that too.
I am waiting for next month's subscription, which they said that they called in, and I went to pick it up, and of course they're like, "Oh, I don't know what you're talking about." It's like,
Oh,
great,
God, that's every
thanks.
time I go to the pharmacy.
I
they
need
say
these to
Yeah.
eat, but that's fine.
Alright, so you guys are, I believe you're in an empty room. Did I just close my map? I fucking did. Hold on.
Good job.
But see, the one that I'm sending you guys doesn't have the labeled rooms like the one that I'm using. Oh, where did it go? There it is.
Okay,
Yeah,
so
you guys are in an empty room.
I'm gonna open the door.
I think it was already open.
wait, you're actually going
Oh,
to open
I
the
don't
doors?
remember. Did I break it? Whatever. There's a door.
You
It's
broke
open
the door
now.
that you just came in to get into this one. As you open that door, you hear a very iconic sound of a bell jingle.
Oh.
A what jingle?
Bell
You
bell.
should have just broke open the door so that we could
Literally every other door I fucking attack, and now it's like, oh great.
Let me
What
everybody
jingle?
else.
What jingle?
A bell
Jingle
jingle.
bell.
Okay, because I can't hear. So
A crinkle tinkle of a bell.
okay.
I forgot the other door. Hold on.
I was gonna say, how the fuck is it an empty room? There's nowhere else to go.
You hear the tinkle tinkle of a bell.
Where the hell's the other door at?
Wait, this isn't the tunnels?
Did it not draw on there?
I don't know. Unless
Hold on, I
somebody's
have to go
top
check on
of
my
it.
niece really quick. She's
Shit, no, I
making
was on
angry
the wrong
sounds.
layer.
Wait, what did you? But
Oh, there's a door.
Another door.
gasp!
Oh, okay, I see it now on the map.
Here's the description of this room. The 10-foot wide hall is liberally strewn with sharp caltrips. On the northern wall, a passage to the room beyond is partially blocked by a roughly mortared 3-foot high wall, complete with crenellations. They use that word a lot in this book, crenellations.
I don't know what caltrips are or crenellations, so...
Yeah,
Caltrips
are
sorry.
little, they're like basically fish hooks that are tied together in the center to make like a little pyramid shape.
Oh,
or
yeah.
they're drawn like the jacks and
Yeah, like
one thing.
jacks, that's pretty much it. And they are very spiky and they hurt to walk on.
crenellations.
Crenellations basically mean it looks like a castle.
It's those holes in the walls of castles
Yeah.
that people go point arrows through.
Well, there, I heard a bell jingle, so maybe somebody do an Arcana check in there?
Who has Arcana? Not me.
I have 0, so I mean, I could, but
I think Sylvan is your Arcana person.
And guess who's checking on children?
well, I can try it. I can try to look at
Sure,
it.
you also, I believe you still have inspiration from the last game, so if you botch the roll, you can always use it on that.
I know, I'm gonna use that to be like, hey, I don't want to do a death saving roll, just bring me back. Okay, I'm gonna do an Arcana check.
Alright.
Okay. Oh, it's a natural 20. Nice.
Hell
Gasp.
yeah.
Hot fucking damn.
You don't see anything magical in here, though.
Ah!
Like, you can see that there is magic within every atom upon this earth.
The dust
There is none within this room.
So, there's sharp stuff on the floor.
Yes.
And holes in the wall, is that it?
There is a door at the end of the hallway,
Yeah,
and
I got
that door has been blocked off by a tiny, like, 3-foot tall mortared wall.
So I suggest
Nah.
somebody look through the holes in the walls just to see if somebody's looking through them with arrows.
But there might be spikes in the walls, and then they'll...
skull in there.
So what I'm saying is, this wall here is where the little 3-foot tall wall is in front of the door. There are no holes in these walls.
Can I
Just-
throw up a
There's
skull in
spikes
there?
on the floor, though. Just call them spikes,
Yeah.
it's easier for me.
There's spikes on the floor. Here, I found a little icon for them.
Yay!
Oh, those things. You could have just compared them with thumbtacks, and I would have understood it better.
Well,
Because I'm thinking like 3 fish hooks tied together on the floor. I didn't know what the
that's
hell
what-
we're talking about.
that's
They're
what
like
they
little
look like.
barbed wire pieces or thumbtacks.
Can I throw a skull in there, or do I need to use like a strength check?
You can toss something over there if you want.
Yeah, I just kind of want to toss it in front of, so it hits at, so it looks like it's going past one of the holes. Because I want to see if this thing, if it's motion detected.
Sure.
If it's motion, if it'll shoot anything out.
Yep. You throw a skull because that's your item of choice.
Yeah, I
so
have
you have
balls as hell in here, man.
Sorry, hold on. I'm missing the icons. And it tosses amongst the remaining caltrips strewn across the room, and it kind of like, I guess it pushes a couple of them out of the way, but otherwise it doesn't do anything else.
Nothing shoots
So,
out there.
like, are we not able to actually just take the time to move
Alright.
the Caltrips out of the way?
Well, you haven't said you want to do that.
I'm afraid.
The holes in the walls, I just.
I feel like if we look in the holes in the walls, a spike will come through our skull.
Okay, hold on. I feel like you guys aren't grasping what this hole in the wall looks like. So I'm gonna draw a picture for you on the side of the map here.
Is it literally just big enough that, like, arrows can come out? Because that's
Okay.
what they-
Here's your room, okay?
Ooh, nice
Where?
perspective.
Okay.
Here's your little guys. They're all on the ground. Okay.
What
There is
okay.
a tiny wall.
Okay, there's confetti all over the floor.
Oh, it's a party.
Oh, I see your artness coming in.
Like that. In front of the door.
So it's like half blocked off.
Yes.
Okay.
I thought they
That's
were
what I
in
was
the.
trying to say.
I would like to, with Kai, she can climb. So I'd like her to do some wall climbing.
Alright, hardcore parkour.
So would that be acrobatics or strength? Because
That would be acrobatic.
Zoe has guns?
we're...
Can I just climb on Kai?
I mean, if you can hold on to her while she's like horizontal on the wall, I don't
That
see
would-
why not.
That
But
would
I
also
think
be an
it's more of
acrobatic
like a
check.
strength thing for you.
You got spikes. Can I just?
I know, I'm just saying.
hug
She's-
one?
That is... Hex my acrobatics too. So that's 16.
Okay, Grandma, are you going with her?
Well, fuck it. Yeah, she's gonna go.
Alright, make a strength check for me.
10. Wait, hold on.
Oh, no, I'm cutting you off from lipstick. Because
Okay.
I've been giving you. I put on lipstick on you 3 times now.
Right.
I want
Okay.
mommy to see
That's
you.
13.
When mommy comes home, I'll put more lipstick on you. Okay?
Okay.
Very
Yeah.
quick,
Yes.
because I want her to see it.
Okay.
Oh, you put that sticker that I
sorry.
gave you
Hey,
from dance.
you gotta go now, man. I'm playing.
Bye.
Bye. Sorry.
I just love that whole conversation.
Cutting you off.
Cutting you off. No more lipstick.
Well, she had it like had it put on her like 3 times. Because she's like accidentally wiping it off, and then she'll see herself in the mirror, and she's like, "Oh, I need more." I'm like, "No."
Her lips are just gonna be caked in it.
Oh, hey! Who moved me?
I moved you because you guys are moving.
Oh,
Alright.
Kai, you get about 10
Oh,
feet.
what just happened?
I dropped you and then you flew away. Oops. Hold on. Okay, shit. Shit.
You just
Alright,
throw
everyone,
spikes
everyone
at me.
stop moving.
Oh
And
god!
nobody's moving, it's you!
Oh
I gotta move these to the map layer because they're in the way of everything. Okay. So, you guys get that far into the room before suddenly, Kai, you feel a sharp pain in your neck, taking 7 damage from an arrow that strikes you. Grandma, you take 4 damage from a second arrow that strikes you off of Kai's, well, it goes to strike you and you manage to hold on. But you can see now peeking over the side wall by the door are 2 crossbows sitting inside of the crenellations.
I want to roll to pounce.
What are you, a
Wait,
cat?
I take 4
As soon as I
damage or did it
unveil.
not hit me?
No, you took 4 damage.
Okay.
good thing you had that healing potion.
I already
Yeah.
drank it all.
Well, yeah, but now you still have some health left and you're not dead.
Yeah, also
Oops.
please update your health bar
What the
so
hell
that I
just
can keep
happened?
track of.
Yeah, I did that. I've been doing it.
What? Well, mine apparently just doesn't want to work anymore.
Oh, you're dead.
I don't know what just happened.
Oh no.
Your max health is 25.
I know that, but for some reason it deleted itself
Jesus
and
Christ, you
won't.
barbarians have such fucking high health points?
Yeah, barbarians they have the highest health pool.
Yeah, because I'm like, Jesus.
Yeah, it won't let me edit it.
That's weird. Okay, well hold on, let me do some math then.
Were you able to move her so maybe you have the power over
You
her?
should still have power over your character. Yeah,
I
so
can't change any of the information on her.
can you click on somebody else and then click on yourself again?
No.
Do I need to move?
You might need to reload then. How much damage did you take?
You
I
said
took-
7,
Okay.
but I can't get it to work anymore.
Sorry, I can update your health. You're at 18 now.
Yeah, we're both 18. Woo.
You're of legal drinking age. Of some
What?
countries.
No.
Or some states it's 18.
We're in America!
No, some states it's 18. Like in Georgia.
Okay, I love that my dad came out from the background just saying, are we really?
But with that, I'm gonna have you guys roll a quick initiative.
Woohoo!
Initiatives! Thankfully, I have a bow and arrow now. I'm actually useful.
Initiative.
You had spells.
Well, yes. Okay. I still need to probably replace Thunderwave with something else because, in fact, I haven't really used it because we've all been on tight corridors. Because I think a good majority of these games involve dungeoning. Like, okay, I
Oh
rolled
my
a
god, I
Oh.
took that spell for when I was doing my first run as a wizard, and we were about in the same point that you're about to be in soon, and I did that, and it was bad, because I think that spell has like a 300-foot radius for how big of its kaboom is.
Let me double check that. Thunderwave.
Every time you say
Thunderwave.
Thunderwave, I think of freaking Pikachu.
It sounded cooler. Yeah, that's Dissonant Whispers, not Thunderwave. Oops, okay.
Alright.
300 feet! Yes, 300 feet. Hot fucking damn. At what point would I need to use this spell? I don't
We're gonna need
know.
to pull up Meepo's stats.
Meebo, just stay here. Be safe.
We need you to guide us. That's the only reason I want you alive. I want you alive.
I will protect you from everything, Meebo. Please don't die. I'm having emotional issues.
Alright. And the goblins rolled really well.
There's goblins.
How did you not notice them, you
I
goofus?
was out help because my little ones were making weird sounds, so I'm like, well, that's alarming.
Oh, it also fell on the caltrips.
Granny's out in
I'll-
the
No,
no
I'll let you
space.
roll for that. Kai, do you want to make a dexterity roll for me to see if you're able to hold on after the shock of that attack?
Why dexterity?
Because you are holding onto a wall. You are, like...
I
being
would argue that
jostled.
would be strength.
Okay, sure.
20.
Okay.
Hooray! I'm still here.
I don't know. On my map, it looks like you're off in the Netherlands.
Do I gotta roll to see if I can still hold on? Because I'm hugging this spike.
You're just hugging it like it's your baby.
Yes.
Hold on, I'm reading about how much damage caltrips do.
6,000.
Oh.
It's over 9,000!
Okay. Alright, who's first? Kai. Who's on first? What's on second? I don't know who's on third.
Who's on first? It's who?
Kai, you are first. The goblins, I need to update their health.
Yeah, so Kai's going to do an enraged leaping bite attack. When I say enraged, I'm not meaning the actual ability. I just mean she's pissed off.
Okay.
I'm
Because
holding
I
on.
don't feel like I need to do that for two goblins.
Are you traveling across the wall for that?
Yeah, but she can climb up to 30 feet, so...
That's fine. I just wanted you to specify because if you go down on the ground, it's going to be a little bit different.
Well, why
Or
would
I'll
I
just
do
be-
that when she has
I
the
don't
ability to
know.
climb
So does
and
Sylvan
not land on sharp, pointy things?
Okay, so you are going. Which one are you attacking through the thing?
I guess I'll go with that one.
Okay.
And I rolled a 15.
What is their AC? That is enough.
Alright, so that is... Gotta make sure I have the right dice here.
Excuse me.
Basic math. 11. I'm also, if he's not dead, going to grapple it because I have the ability to grapple when I bite.
how are you gonna grapple it? You're on the wall.
Well, no, she did a leaping attack is what I specified at the beginning.
Okay. I need you to make a strength contest with them. I'm positive you're gonna win anyway, but I still feel the need to roll.
Well, when you take the attack action and make an unarmed strike, you can use a bonus action to initiate a grapple with the target of your successful unarmed strike. You may grapple even though you have no hands.
Yeah, initiate a grapple. You have to still do a strength contest.
I have no hands, but I must grapple.
Like I said, I'm almost positive you are definitely going to succeed in this unless you severely botch it.
Crap. What's my strength modifier? 4. 17.
Yeah, they rolled a 5.
Alright, so that guy's grappled, and I guess Grandma got taken along for the ride, so...
That's true. Grandma's with you here. I can't grab the goblin. Hold on.
I can move just right over here and we'll just say, you know where I am.
All right. Okay. Next in the order is Candy.
Yay! I'm going to let me double check my spells and see if what I want to do other than stare deeply and intensely into space because I am really tired. I ate too much food. I suppose I could just shoot at them with a bow and arrow. Also, shit, I forgot the fact I used a spell slot. Holy fuck shit.
Yes, please keep track of how many spells you guys have.
Yep, sorry about that. Remember that I used a dissonant whisper.
I only used one for the first time.
Hey, so yeah, I'm probably just gonna use the bow and arrow, and become awesome.
Okay. You draw your bow that you are so proud to be the new owner of, and you shoot.
Probably that one.
Okay.
The one that Kai is not grappling with, because that just sounds like a ripe for disaster.
You do need to roll to see if you hit it.
Yeah, sorry, my brain's just leaking through my ears at this point. I rolled an 11 plus 7 plus 6 equals 17.
Definitely hits.
Now I rolled a d8. I love you, my pointy friend. I rolled a 7.
Plus your modifier?
Wait, what's my modifier?
It's your dex plus your proficiency.
Wait, I thought my attack bonus went towards rolling.
Shoot, which one? That one goes towards your right.
Yeah, she just said how much damage.
One of them goes towards your damage too, though. I think it might just be your dex.
Fucking damn. Because my dex modifier by itself is 4 plus the proficiency bonus. Is that what it is? It's a little hard for me to tell which gets the proficiency bonus and which doesn't.
I don't do physical attacks, so this is not something that I'm embedded to know. Alright, each weapon, spell, harmful monster affects damage it deals. You roll the damage or damage die, add any modifiers. Well, tell me what the modifiers are.
No.
When attacking with a weapon, you add your ability modifier, the same modifier used in the attack roll for the damage, so it is your dex modifier.
So it's goes towards my attack roll too? Jesus.
Yeah, we had this problem we were setting up Kai's character too, because I knew barbarians were supposed to do more than what I had written down for.
God, I'm just like surprised because my character is doing so much damage with a ranged attack.
You're a fucking bard though. Bards are OP.
I know, I didn't expect
great.
this. I keep forgetting that my character is actually pretty fucking OP. Like I keep forgetting that. Like
Roll
when
a
Jack
7. What is your dex modifier?
does that include a proficiency bonus?
No, just the dex modifier.
Okay, that'll be 4. That's still gonna be like fucking
11
11.
damage. You literally, as a bard, just did as much damage as the barbarian did.
hot damn! Awesome! So it's probably a good thing that all of my spells are mostly things that help me.
Oh shit, what happened then? Oh, I'm seeing... Kai, I'm seeing your health bar on top of the goblin's health bar, and it really threw me off. Yeah, okay. So you struck this fucker, like, I guess clipped him right across the shoulder, and the arrow is now lodged into his body, and it sucks. Granny,
Oh boy.
Granny, you are watching your murder dog that you're riding on viciously sink its teeth into this little goblin.
God, she wants to like crawl down and like beat her mace into the goblin's the grapple. Like it's not bad.
Then go for it.
But at the same time, there's another one who's still upright and can still fire a weapon. So
I would love to see a living bush just attack a small goblin. It's like he's eating it.
I would, but I'd rather save. She wants to save her ass, so she's got to kill the immediate threat. And the immediate threat is this loser over here. So
Which loser?
The one that Kai's trying to eat.
You shot the.
That one? The one.
If he's still, yeah, I'm gonna use Toll the Dead. See if I
All right. Do they have to make a wisdom saving throw?
Yes.
So future note to self, I fucking love this bow and arrow, and also I'm down to 5 arrows now.
Which
guess
one was that?
But you can collect them back after the fight.
Yeah, I also can steal these guys' arrows, and at that point, since I probably should just say that. Well, are crossbows smaller bolts than arrows?
Yeah, crossbows use bolts. Arrows come from bows. I'm not a DM who's gonna pester you as to how many arrows you have. If you want this to become a permanent weapon, I'll just say you fucking have arrows.
Yeah, no, you know, who fucking cares? I'm not gonna attack enough times, anyways.
Rolled an 18.
God damn it.
Grandma, I feel like you have the worst fucking luck when it comes to this stuff.
I know, she's old.
You go to cast Toll the Dead on it, and I guess it's just too distracted with the arrow to even register it's having a spell casted on it.
Also, if anybody wants to see the reason I'm so excited to have a longbow, here's the fucking aesthetic that influenced my entire character. This dude from Berserk looks so fucking cool.
He's like Wolverine with arrows.
He does it so many times in the comic, and he's like one of the bad guys. He looks so fucking cool.
Okay, it is the goblins' turns now. Let's see. What do you guys get to do?
All I know is I'm
goblin,
protected.
is going to use its ability Nimble Escape to slip out of the grapple.
Okay.
Because that's something that goblins get to do. And as it slips away, it's gonna take a slash action at you, Kai. What is your damage for that? What is the AC for that? Fuck. Okay, what's that? 11 doesn't hit you?
No.
Okay. So as it's trying to run away, you see it pull out its scimitar and like go to swipe at you, but just fucking miss and start heading for the door. What is its speed? 30 feet, so it can go 5, 10. Oh no, it would have disengaged on that side. So.
Wait, if it can move, isn't that an attack of opportunity?
Not with this ability it has. Nimble Escape, a goblin can disengage or take the hide action as a bonus action on each of its turns. And you see it... Sorry, I haven't unveiled this room.
Yeah, I was just gonna say that. It's like, we don't know what you're talking about.
It's hard because I can see the whole thing. It doesn't make it any lighter for me. Like, it doesn't...
What are they doing?
But he runs out the door and disappears.
Goodbye.
Wow, dick.
Straight into Sabuji.
The other one, kind of cornered though. It's gonna try and fight back. And it's going to go for both of you.
Oh boy.
But it's going to do this at disadvantage because this is supposed to be a ranged attack. So that's an 18, 11 plus. Does 15 hit you, Kai?
No.
Really? What's his AC?
17.
Wow. Okay. 19 and a 12. Does a 16 hit you, Grandma?
Nope. I'm an 18.
Jesus, y'all are fucking amazing.
Wow, I'm really
used to
glad that.
playing really weak characters. Okay, so he goes to shoot at both of you with a crossbow bolt and freaks out, and he hits the ceiling both times. And he is also... No, he's not going to disengage because he's cornered. 5, 10, 15, 20, 30. Actually, no, he is. He's going to walk around you guys. And just make it to the door. He literally can't go any further. After that, it is Sylvan's turn.
Okay, well,
Sylvan,
can I just kind of like move the spikes out of the way?
It's going to take an action to pick up the spikes.
Okay, well, I can't really do anything else, so I'm just going to pick up and like...
Magic?
No, I can't put magic through a door and then make it turn around.
You have to be able, unless you have a spell, like, certain spells can be used for things like that, like Unseen Servant. You can have, like, an invisible dude go do things for you. But...
I didn't know if frost would be thick enough to, like, put a coat over it or something. Jesus.
And there are some things, like, you could cast... There are some spells where it has, like, a radius, so you could cast it where Grandma's standing, since you could see her, and it would go out, like, 20 feet on each side.
Yeah, thank you.
Well, the only attack I have that would do that would injure you both and Kai.
No.
And that is where chaotic wizards are fun.
Okay, Din. Calm the fuck down.
Din has spell sculpting, so that's what he usually does. Like, whenever we're fighting in a room like that, I'll just be like, I ignite the room on fire! Everyone okay.
I just realized something that would totally make sense for my character, considering he's a fucking horse, is that he probably shouldn't be afraid. He probably wouldn't like being in enclosed spaces like this. Why didn't I think about this until now?
That's a good character point.
Because, like, the Animorphs, they do that. That's how the Andalites are in the Animorphs thing.
Alright, well, I just kind of push the cow trips aside with my foot and slowly make my way over.
Let's see. Do you want to try and make it to the door?
No, I just want to make a path for me, Candy, and Meebo, so we don't step on these things.
Okay, let's see.
Well, my character somehow probably because he's a fucking fairy. He's a.
I mean, I guess I could make it through the door.
I mean, you can attempt to walk over them without getting hurt. But
no, I don't want to do that.
Okay.
I just want to push them with my foot. I just want to push them aside with my foot.
Let me walk you through this. If you're going to try and move them, it's going to take your action. So you can't actually attack when you get there.
Okay.
And it's going to take your action for each square.
Okay, so I can only move one square at a time.
Right. Or you can attempt to walk across them, and for each square that you walk across, you are going to have to do a dexterity throw.
Oh, God. You know, I'm tempted.
It's almost like this is an obstacle.
An obstacle I can easily just do with my feet, just kind of scooch them over. If I had a broom, it'd be a lot faster.
You have a stick.
A stick doesn't do very much.
I mean,
if you get creative, I might allow for something else.
Okay, hold on. I have to figure out how to clean this room.
Thunderwave.
Would Thunderwave work? With Thundercraft.
That's how I ended up getting through a lot of puzzles and stuff when I was playing. We had one where we were in a room that was essentially like the Zelda puzzle, where there's like the monster in the bottom of the floor and sand pulling us to the center. And I used my fire spell to create a big ball of glass out of the fire. Or, I mean, out of the sand, and have that roll to the center of the room and choke the monster to death.
That's what I'm saying.
Like,
Okay.
You can get creative with your magic. Magic is meant for this sort of thing.
Okay.
Frost. Can
Alright,
you
yeah.
try to-
Ray of Frost. What if I cast Ray of Frost and make like a little slate of ice and we skate our way to the other side? Can I do that?
if you know?
I would have to say that there would still be the spiky sticking up in the ice.
Would
And
there
we're
be a
gonna be
less
sliding
chance?
too.
I don't think it would be thick enough. Like you would definitely put like frost over them, but it's.
It
I don't
won't.
think it would help.
I
'Cause
think
we'd
it
have
might
to
make
slide over.
things. Yeah, you're sliding over nails.
Well,
Let's-
if Goblin is
Can
about
I melt the spikes with acid splash?
And then melt the floor.
Well, I mean, it got rid of the spikes, didn't it?
well,
If
I
you
mean,
and the
if
floor.
If you want to try that, I'll let you roll.
The goblin is trying to flee. I don't think we're going to be in battle for much longer.
Well, I think we can kill it.
But this is a learning experience.
This
So,
is me trying to
go
learn
ahead.
how to wizard.
This is acid splash.
Which is why it's interesting that I decided to go with both the two classes. The class that basically encompasses both things, so I'm just trying to learn both things at the same time.
So you can cover 10 feet with this. Would be 1d6 acid. Okay, you know what? Go ahead. Is this a cantrip? Yeah.
Yeah. So I'm just
You-
going to melt this one, melt these two worth of squares.
All right, and I will allow that.
All right, yay! I did a thing, you guys. I got rid of spikes.
And then you can move forward.
So you. Now I will say there's probably also a pile of acid there now.
Well, it's going to go away at some point. Now I'm going to. Now I freeze it over with the ray of frost.
That
Another
would
action.
be another action.
Yes, that's what I'm going to do on my next turn.
Okay, so now there's a
Candy
pile of
seems
acid
just-
on the floor, but you guys will tackle that later.
You know,
I'm
I,
just going to come walking by like. Just...
Meepo, I'm gonna have him actually try and advance.
no, Meepo, no. I was trying to make this safe for you.
You covered the floor in acid. I would think it's anything.
I'm going to cover it in ice. Just give me a minute.
There's 4 with no acid. Too. Off to the side.
And he rolled just enough so that he can move 1 square forward without taking damage. Let's see if he can do another one.
Oh god. You only have 5 health.
God, Meepo's rolling good.
Oh, go Meepo, go Meepo, go.
All right, Meepo made it into the room.
Oh my god, Meepo.
Yeah. Good job, Meepo. Good job.
I threw my mace at him.
No.
Now he's near the grandma.
5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Can't get to the goblin though.
But you're the size of a goblin, though, so I don't know. It's dark in here.
I thought he had like a slingshot or something.
He does, but your massive body is between him and the goblin.
Your massive body. I'm staring at the phrase your massive body is for some reason fucking hilarious.
He could move 1 more up and try to hit it, but he'd be at risk of hitting you, Grandma.
I'm so scared of Grandma.
I don't think he's willing to take that risk. So he
Don't
only...
take that risk, son.
Yeah, no. He takes 1 look at you and he kind of grimaces and decides that that's a bad idea.
Yes.
Kai, it's your turn again. You got a little man next to you. You got 2 little men next to you. You
sorry,
got 2
I was-
little men and a little woman.
I was eating popcorn again.
You're surrounded by midgets.
Alright, I could either flat out attack this guy,
Eat him.
or I could try and grab him and make him talk.
I say grab him and make him talk.
I was gonna say eat him.
That sounds like fun.
I'm gonna grapple him again.
Okay.
Or grapple. Oh
gonna
shit,
be-
that's right. They can escape though. So I can
Not
only
if I
hold
knock
him
him
for
out
so
first.
long.
You can hold him for your turn. How many times can they do that? Yeah, they can easily disengage.
Unless one of
Goblins
us
are tricky
backs them up.
fuckos.
Tricky little fucker.
Now I will make the exception for things like if you are able to like shackle them or something, but
That's
I don't
what
think
I'm
any of you guys have the tools for that.
Well, I'm looking. I don't think I have ropes in my priest pack.
If I grapple him, does that count as like my I guess that's my action.
Well, you have a bonus action for it, don't you?
When you
There's
take an
no-
attack action to make an unarmed strike, you can use a bonus action to initiate a grapple.
You
Can I do it in the reverse order? Make a grapple and then
as
decide to attack?
not as a bonus action, but you can attack and say you want to do non-lethal damage. So even if you did max damage and potentially would kill him, it would take him down to 1 HP and then not kill him.
Crush his legs.
You have to say you're doing a non-lethal attack though. Don't be Magnus and cleft a guy in 20.
Well, see, if he doesn't have the information I want, then I just kill him. So she's not. I don't think she's got very good people skills, though.
And your company doesn't either. You've got Grandma and Meepo with.
I was gonna say, yeah, you have the people. 2 people who seem to actually have any people
We
skills.
just need to capture him and wait till the others get over.
Yeah, but he'll get away. He
Well-
goes before they do.
Oh, well, I can still go. Or do I?
I don't think he's gonna talk to you.
Actually, he goes after I do.
No, I just
so
want to crush his legs so he can't get out of here.
I just want to crush his legs.
Exactly.
Well, remember, we have to go through the goblin territory here, and
I
we're
know,
looking
but-
for these humans, so I'm trying to...
Yeah, but I'm just saying, if I crush his legs, how's he gonna fucking nimble his way out of that one, huh?
I mean, that is a point.
I go for his fucking kneecaps.
Like, I know what I wanted to do, but I can't because he can get away from me.
I mean, like I said, there's nothing that I won't let you arguably try to justify. So again, like if you can hold him, and I'd say he can squirm his way out. But I'd say if you could like find a way to argue to me that you're going to detain him to the point where he probably couldn't wiggle free.
Hold him in your stomach.
Or you can push him away from the door and then block the
His legs
door.
off.
What?
Find his legs.
Why don't you
I
just
suggested-
throw him away from the door and then block his way from the door?
You could try and knock him out, and then tie him up, and then
That's what
when
I'm
he wakes up.
I got this. I got a mace. I can do it.
If I grapple him with all the tendrils that are in her belly, I don't think that's something you can slip out of so easily.
I think that's a Japanese hentai.
Yeah,
I
that's
think
it's
Shut up,
weird
someone.
hentai, but
I think the only thing that's gonna like that I'm going to extra allow it is if you have an object that you can use, just purely so that I'm not constantly having goblins be detained.
Let me see if I got anything in here.
well, Kai literally has nothing, but she's built to grapple things.
Let's see. Do we have ropes?
Just find his legs.
Meepo have? Does he have anything that you can? No, of course he doesn't.
I got a fucking plasma rifle. Let me shoot him.
Let's see. Next in the order would be Candy and then Granny. So if you guys wanted to try and
I have the wand of switcheroo.
Well, one
Oh,
of them
fuck.
already escaped, so
What does the water switch?
It switches. So can't I switch Candy with the goblin that's trying to run away with the wand
I
of switcheroo?
don't know if that works on anyone other than yourself. Let me check, because I forgot you have that.
At least for the idiot horse boy.
Alright, once a day, when pointed at another creature of a similar size within 100 feet, the target and the holder of the wand will switch places. If the
Okay.
target is willing to switch, they must make a constitution saving throw or remain in place.
Okay. So can I do that? Can I try to switch him with me?
On your turn?
He's shorter
my
than you, isn't he?
what's the goblin's condition like?
I should have kept command. That would have been so
He-
good.
I love command. He has an arrow in his shoulder, but otherwise he doesn't look too terribly like... He looks like he's still kicking it pretty good.
Where his legs kicking though. That's the thing.
I can't do what I want to do, so I guess I'll just roll an attack.
I mean, you can grapple him. I'll say... I'll let it go this time.
Well, I don't want to do that. That's not how you play. You don't change the rules for...
Well, I don't
I
want
like
to
rule
limit you guys
changing.
so that you can't do the things that you don't want to do either.
Well, I mean, there was stuff I wanted to do with the Rat Queen I never got to do either, so... I already said I'm rolling an attack, so...
Okay.
Eat up.
Hey, it's a
wanna
nat
do-
20.
Do you want to do non-lethal damage?
Nope.
You just want to fucking kill him. Okay.
Eat him.
Well, you definitely hit the 20. You're gonna do double damage.
I want to break my legs though.
That is...
You can break his leg when he's dead.
It's true.
So that would be 12 times 2, 24.
Yeah. Do you want to describe what you've done?
Well, that was her bite attack, so I imagine she literally just fucking bit him in half.
Yeah, you sink your teeth down, and almost in a cartoonish manner, like you see, like as the pressure clamps down on his body, like his head starts to swell, and then he just like pops.
Gross.
What do you want?
Yeah, and that is the end of that. You guys have defeated you've solved my goblin puzzle.
Delicious entrails. Yeah.
Can I now just get rid of the rest of the spikes and ice it over?
Yep, now you guys can spend some time picking up the spikes. You can take these if you want, or you can leave them.
I just want my character to daintily hop over them like a fucking, like the elf he is.
Why not just have Kai come and get you guys?
But I want to be cool.
Okay. No, if you want to do that, make a dexterity saving throw for me.
Sweet. I have no idea how I'm supposed to roll for this.
Part of me wants to take the goblin's head.
16. Okay, does this include proficiency?
The head
bonus, or is
pops,
this just
man.
like a 4?
Actually, it's just a regular dexterity throw. It's not a saving throw. So it includes whatever your bonus is already written down on your sheet.
4?
Yeah. You twinkle toes your way across them with beauty and grace.
Ballerina.
Are you guys taking any of them or clearing the way?
I don't think any of us are actually interested in them. We probably should clear the fucking way.
What
At
if
least
I pushed them aside with my foot to make.
Okay, you clear yourself a path to get to the rest of the way.
Hi guys.
my character, who specifically decided to just hop over this long road here.
Alright. Let's continue as my little ones make weird sounds of demons.
So there's no head, right? God damn it. 'Cause you
No,
said
it popped.
Yeah.
Like a balloon.
Yeah. Well, I'm gonna eat some of the leftovers, so
Okay, well you do that.
I'm gonna just take a couple bites and just kind of. Grandma needs her energy.
Yeah, she does. After last time. Okay,
Hey,
next
I
room.
got an arrow in my fucking butt.
That's right. You have an arrow, I guess, in your butt, or Kai, you have one in your neck.
I should probably snap that. Okay, that's gonna hurt like hell because arrows go in fucking deep.
Do I leave it in or take it out? Do I leave it in or take it out?
I'm gonna snap the part off and just let it leave in there because I'm already full of gross things. At this point, my body's used to infections.
Yeah, it'll fester a little bit and then it'll be great. It'll add to your smell.
When I take a rest, I will take it out.
Where are you? You're in
Or I'm gonna just bleed everywhere.
32.
That's true.
Are
I don't want to
you
touch
gonna do
you.
anything?
Kai?
What?
Oh, you have an arrow in your neck.
Okay.
Just leave it there.
If only it was in the knee.
The filth on this floor, or on the floor, stains on the walls, shabby hides, and fire pit attest to the years of use in this room, or of use this room has seen at the hands of the creatures unconcerned with hygiene. On the eastern side of the southern wall is a crudely mortared half wall, complete with crenellations. Why do they keep using that word?
Because they want to be fancy.
They don't want to just say holes in the wall.
My people.
Are you saying, implying that your people are the holes in the wall?
No, they're like no hygiene. Like my people.
Alright. I'm gonna check. Is anybody else going to check the door?
I always check the door. Someone
Alright.
else do it.
Alright, I'll check the doors.
Are there any piles of stuff that I can rifle
What do
through?
you need?
Not in this room.
Okay.
Ryan doesn't want me to cuddle with him, so I told him.
Had too much lipstick on you.
Okay, so you just want to stand here. Alright, here. Sorry, I have a little interloper. Her brother refuses to hang out with her, so she's going to hang out in here.
Oh, you can have her be Meepo.
Do you want to be Meebo?
What?
Do you want to play the character Meebo?
What's that?
He's a little dragon guy, and he's following my guy around. Do you want to play him? Alright, she said yes.
Alright, I'll ask you to ask her questions then.
Okay.
Alright.
Alright, here, you want to sit in my lap? Alright, here you go, kiddo. You've now joined. Okay.
So you're gonna check the door.
Alright, so this is your character right here. See that red guy?
Mm-hmm.
That's your character. Yep. And then this is my character right there. Okay. So right now I'm at a door, and I'm going to peek through the door to see if there's anything, like any people inside.
Okay. Let's see.
And I probably have to roll for that.
Well, if you're just looking, I can tell you what you see generally, and then if you want to look, like, do a further roll, you can.
Okay.
As you look into this room, you see it's sort of like a long, like a 10-foot hall before it opens up into the rest of the room.
Mm-hmm.
So, let me draw that. So you can see there's the wall, and then it sort of opens up on this side.
Okay. But I don't see any immediate danger.
No,
Like,
you can see it's pretty filthy in here, just like all the other rooms. And you actually go ahead and make your perception check for me.
Alright, perception check. What do I get for perception? So your head's in the way. It's a +1 for perception. Do you want to roll the dice?
Mm-hmm.
Alright.
You gotta teach her the sugar.
Okay, this is how you do it. Okay, you put it in both your hands, and you roll like this. You go sugar. Alright, so when you go sugar. Nothing sugar.
Sugar.
Alright, you fall on the floor. What number did we get? We got 18, and then our perception's +1, so that gives us a 19. High five! That was a good roll.
Pretty good roll.
Alright, from a good luck charm.
Alright. You actually see from here, a couple of arrows that are just kind of lying haphazardly on the side here.
Candy, there's some arrows here if you want them.
Sorry, shit, fuck. Okay. Oh, I guess I'm taking the arrows as soon as we
Alright.
determine what's down this hallway.
Alright,
I'm going to wait.
alright. So I'm going to enter, and I'm just going to stop right there.
Okay. Candy, are you gonna go get those arrows?
I'm going to wait behind someone.
Can I
Alright.
check the goblin's what's left of him if he has anything on his person?
I think I'm standing on him.
Anything like?
Did they have loot? They might have had loot. Hold on.
Oh.
See that green
Yeah,
person?
he had some
That's the Grandma Bush.
putrid jerky.
Oh,
And,
What does it?
Yeah, she lives in our swamp.
a poorly preserved water skin with some vinegary wine.
Oh, heck yeah, I pound that stuff.
Are you drunk now?
Yeah, I pound it. I
Oh,
pound
God.
all this. It's so good.
If,
Oh my
yeah, if
God.
you get drunk, I'm gonna make you have disadvantage on your future attack
It's a
rolls.
small water skin. You said that was pretty crappy anyways.
So as you go into this room, I'm gonna give you the description of it since you rolled so well. Go ahead and reveal it. Oops, that's not it.
Oh, that's a good room.
That's a bit of an interesting room.
Stuff. There's stuff on the floor.
Yes, I'm going to pick up the arrows, and we're not going to count how many, so I can just ignore how many arrows I have in my pockets now. My pockets is...
Look at all those arrows and all those bad guys waiting for us.
Go lay down, babe.
I'm pretty sure if we had managed to kill both of them, we would have actually had to not deal with them being ready for our fire. We don't have a shield. I just
Is there
realized.
no
Might be bad.
door in this room?
There is. I just keep forgetting to draw it.
Oh man.
Let me go back and clean up your map so you can see the better version of it.
Oh man. Oh god. Oh man. Go lay down.
Well, I'm glad I just snuck into this room.
That's what you gotta do.
Yeah, just slowly. But this is why it takes us 6 hours to get through one room.
Okay, so now you are in this room here. This is why, like, I hate the limitations of doing a game online, because I can't just hand you guys a thing. I have to go through and do all the file loading and dumping. And...
See all these guys right here?
Mm-hmm.
Those are bad guys, and they're going to attack us if they see us.
Alright. Dozens of blunted and
So what do
broken
we do?
arrows lie on the cracked
What do we do to
cobblestone
kill
floor,
them?
Oh, we have to take turns. Hold on. Shh, shh, shh.
and a few protrude from the 3 crudely sewn, human-sized targets hung along the center of the southern wall. The northern third of the room is separated from the south by a crudely mortared wall, or half wall, and a permanent camp of sort lies north of this wall, complete with a fire ring and several small iron crockpots. You can see up there that there are 3 goblins, along with the one that seems to have run away from the previous room. And as you peek by, you can see he's like very
Haphazardly.
not haphazard, but just like frantically talking to the others in Goblin, seeming to be explaining what just happened.
Do I have to
And
speak
the
Goblin?
the other 3 grab their bows off the wall and seem to be preparing.
Woohoo!
Okay, so I'm just going to sneak right there. That's what I'm going to do.
Cast a spell.
No, I'm not going to cast a spell.
Well, let me just perfect come over for sneak attack.
Well, no, I can't from here. I can't see anybody. And if I go any further, I'm going to end up like those human targets. So I'm going to talk.
Ooh,
I'm
good
going
idea.
to give them a word because they speak common, yeah.
You've run into a couple that you've heard speaking somewhat in common.
Do they speak Undercommon? Just out of curiosity.
What is Goblin? Like, is it its own language, or is it like Sylvan or something like that?
Goblin is its own language, yeah.
Okay. So, but they don't speak anything else besides common and goblin.
You haven't really conversed much with them to know.
Okay. Well, since the
can
ones
do
that I talked to,
You can do a nature or a history check if you want to see if that's something that you know.
I guess I could roll nature and see if I know if they're living like
Yeah, like if you've had some experience out in the wild hanging around goblins, you might be able to pick up of what their common
yeah,
languages
I
are.
think I only have a +2 in nature.
I have a 3 and +3 in nature, so I rolled a 11 plus 3 equals 14.
Okay. Yeah, you've heard a couple goblins in the past speak common and goblin. You don't know for sure whether or not it's guaranteed that every goblin knows those 2 languages, but you probably feel like it's safe to assume.
Okay. So I'm going to call out from the corner here, saying,
Wait, I have a good idea.
"What?
I have fairy lights, right?
Mm-hmm.
The dancing lights, sorry, wrong lights. They're both very similar in my brain. But yeah, I could like just use lights to distract them.
Well, I was just going to yell out to them, saying, "Hey, we saw some of your friends that were being kept prisoners by the what are Meepo's people called again?
Kobolds.
Kobolds, and we are on a mission to free them. We want free passage to your leader." Can I do that?
Is that something that you're doing?
Candy, is that good? That's what I was going to do.
Doesn't sound like a. My experience with goblins has usually been that they don't like listening to people. They don't like people.
We're not people. We're not people.
Let's kill them all!
My character points at his very humanish face. And the fact that he's a drow, which I'm pretty sure most goblins have at least a minor bit of experience and know that they're kind of evil.
This is what happens when you're a newbie to D&D. You don't know nothing.
That's okay. It's stuff that you pick up on.
Okay, so I'm going to call out saying, "Hey, we're here on a mission to save your imprisoned buddies from the kobold. Take us to your leader." And-
You yell that in
Just
what
like-
language?
Common. I don't know goblin.
Okay. Roll. That wouldn't really be
Persuasion?
deception, huh? Yeah, you can pick deception or persuasion because you're kind of lying to them. But
Well,
you're
I have a
lying
0
by
in
not
both.
telling all of the truth. So.
I have a 0 in both, so...
Listen, Grandma doesn't
want
think
to
you're
sugar-
going. We already killed Adam.
Alright, do the sugar.
Oh, shoot. I should watch my language.
Oh no, she can't hear you. What number is it?
2.
2? It's a 2.
Play track.
So you shout that out to them, and the one who has visual bite marks in it still from Kai,
Ryan,
doesn't
let's go.
even give you a verbal response. It just shoots an arrow at the wall really close to you.
And Grandma Cheryl, we have a giant monster. One of your people knows this. Step down.
She said put both.
No. I just need that. Come on, give me back my dice.
I know
wanna
you're
try
having
it.
validity here, so
It
Yeah.
is 20.
Okay, good. Alright, sorry. What was going on?
That's okay. I understand you're kind of fighting a scenario right now.
I yelled, Grandma yelled, she says, we have a monster. One of you knows that. You should probably step down. Discretion and deception, but that's not a lie. My God, that guy knows.
No, actually, can you roll persuasion on that? Because there's a good point there.
Oh my God. Good. Oh, that's a natural 20 plus 5.
your persuasion is quite high.
They're persuaded by Grandma's odor. They're very into it.
That guy saw her. He knew.
Yeah, you see the goblins sort of, Sylvan, you see the goblins sort of kind of look nervously at the first one that's standing up front, bleeding. And then one of them on the side here actually turns and heads out the door.
Yay!
I give Grandma a thumbs up.
The others are a little shaken, but the one up front here kind of garbles something at them in Goblin, and they stay.
So they're shaken but not scared.
Yes, son of a bitch.
But
My
That
friend's
was
so funny
a
joke.
really good bard joke. You can, but Candy, mark down that you have inspiration.
Can I remember that? Because I am a green hag, I am great at mimicry. Can I mimic Kai's roar?
Oh shit.
yes.
Yeah, I guess you can.
You're
Kai,
right.
are you gonna join in on this roar?
I've got my own idea here.
Okay.
I'm just trying to scare him off. So
I guess roll intimidation.
hey, can I have advantage for being?
You have inspiration.
No, I don't want to use that. Okay, which is intimidation.
Well, I guess usually it's supposed to be like,
What was it?
16.
Okay. There is actually a condition for frightened, so hold on.
God damn it. Maybe they're not frightened. Maybe they're just sad because they know their friend is dead.
Well, I mean, I guess they don't know he's dead, but
Well, we can't puppet his body.
What did you roll?
Can we throw his entrails out?
Hold on. It was 15?
16.
16. Okay, and that's gonna be versus their perception. You're good. You're not. And you're not. Okay, so the back two gain the condition
Wanna go see
of
Daddy's?
frightened.
I think he is.
which
Okay,
is,
Daddy's on.
I'm
Daddy's
trying to
on.
find a little
Go give me
icon
con
for
for
it.
I mean, what does it do?
Frightened condition. A frightened creature has disadvantage on all ability checks and attack rolls while the source of its fear is within line of sight. And you're not in there yet because you used an audible thing, but once you're in there, I'm going to have that go into effect.
Alright, because I think I know what I'm doing.
Yay!
Right.
Alright, I'm assuming I can get past everybody here.
Yeah,
walk-
it'll
walk
take.
over.
I'll let you guys get into the room. Like, I'm not going to worry about movement speed right now.
Alright, because I mean, we're technically not in battle, so
Walk over Grandma.
give me a second.
Maybe I should just attach myself to your belly.
Just live inside her belly.
It's really not a good place to be.
Well, I don't know what Grandma's into at this point.
So, Kai is. This is just the.
Whoa.
Well, let me talk here. So after she manages to squeeze past everybody, it's very uncomfortable. Like you just kind of like stuck in her armpit or something. She comes around this corner, this big hulking beast with this arrow in her neck, and she's walking on all fours because she's kind of more intimidating. It's more feral, more wild, and she stops.
Sorry, I have to ask this detail question. When she walks, do her shoulder blades do like the puma thing?
Oh, yes, like
Yes.
yes.
Well, when she
Okay.
walks on fours.
That's what I mean. Like, that's just so intimidating.
So we got raptor
And-
claws clicking.
Well, she's got some pretty big claws. If it's any kind of stone floor, you'd hear them.
Yes.
And she stops right here in the middle for the moment. And she, she's got this arrow sticking out of her neck, and she's got obviously blood down her face. And she's like staring deadpan down at these guys. Not that she has eyes, but
The lack
And,
of eyes make it worse.
she is going to charge the wall in front of the goblin in front. She does double damage against walls, or anything like that. And she's going to hit this wall with such force, I'm going to argue that pieces go flying and hit the other goblins.
I have to figure out what the
As
fuck
she plows
shrapnel
down
damage
the one
does.
in the front.
Okay, hold on. Let me see if there's like an actual die to roll for shrapnel damage.
I know you hate the well.
It's
No, you don't
double
hate
damage against that stuff, so it's gonna fucking hurt.
no,
'cause it's
the
gonna
wall
come
is
at them at Mach
gone.
5. They're taking fucking chunks to the head.
You know what I'm thinking about? Like,
And
remember
she's charging in a straight line. She's probably gonna smash that door behind him too.
that? Boom.
Let me see. 5,
Yeah, can you
10,
just roll
15,
strength for
20,
me just so we
25,
can-
30. Yeah, 30 would take her to the back goblin. Roll
Yeah.
strength
Yeah, just a general strength roll to see, like, I guess how
under my
powerful
computer.
this is.
Plus my strength. 18.
Okay. Let's see. What the fuck? I was not prepared to be in like the McElroy position where y'all were gonna pull some shit like this.
Listen,
You should
were
have
all
known this by-
talking, I was planning.
You should have
The
realized we
moment
were
I
up to
walked
this.
into this room, I was planning.
Explosive force, maybe? Should I feel like I need to get like a spell and compare it to what the spell's damage is.
Clack, click, click,
Alright,
click,
hold
clack,
on,
clack.
hold on.
I knew you were trying what I did.
I knew you trouble when you walked in. Now I lie on the cold hard ground. Dead, dead, dead.
Okay. I'm gonna, because this is such a big thing, I'm gonna take the fireball spell and use the effect of that. So each creature within
Oh,
this
did you just move my cat?
area of effect, which is
Move him
definitely
next
all
to
of
me.
them,
Oh.
has to make a dexterity saving throw, and if they fail, they take. Oh, this is a 3rd level spell.
And remember,
Fuck
they
it.
have
They'll take-
disadvantages, right? Because
Oh,
they.
they do.
Yeah.
I mean,
they'll
2
take-
of them are getting hit by her, too.
I'll say 3d6
So-
force damage on a failed save, and
pressing
half
button
as much on a
face.
successful
Don't
one.
push any buttons.
Sound good?
I just want to move it
Here,
around.
how about you want to roll this dice?
I guess.
Sounds
I
fucking-
mean,
that sounds
You can.
hell if
you
I
can sit on
know.
the floor and roll the
that
dice
sounds
if you
fucking
want.
awesome.
Okay, so
Sugar,
first
sugar,
goblin,
Here, practice rolling. Ooh,
I'm just gonna say he fucking fails it because that's where you're hitting. But the other
These are
2 are
wrong
gonna have to
numbers.
roll with
F,
disadvantage.
6, 2,
Well, that's a 3,
1,
so he fails.
Mhm.
and 5.
Do you want one with
And
higher
a 2.
numbers?
Yep.
Alright,
Here, can I have this one?
go ahead and roll 3d6 for
That's
me.
good. Sugar, sugar,
I
sugar,
don't ever
sugar.
use my d6, so.
I'm filled with
Um,
such joy.
I am also going to argue that the 2 in the line are going to take her normal attack damage as well.
Sugar, sugar, sugar.
Well, see what you roll first, okay?
Um,
No. Try and get it. I'm trying to get
the first
it.
one
Remember
is
what I
7
want.
because I'm adding in, or should I not? No, I shouldn't add in her
Yes,
strength then,
yes.
Yeah,
or should
you
it just
got
be
one.
normal?
14. high five.
Just do the 3d6 first for
Alright.
like normal damage.
So it's 3, 6, and 4.
Wow, that's really good. High five.
So 13.
Alright, let's see.
I'll do it.
And you did double
Ah.
damage on the wall. I'll say you'll get double damage on the first one, so the first one died.
Hope I get something with
Uh,
one in it.
Mhm.
I gotta. Come on, a 2.
Ah, a 2.
Not very good.
No.
Sugar.
I'm going to rewatch this in post.
Oh, 13.
Figure out what happens while I'm talking to you. You got 13? Nice.
And the wall is gone.
Goodbye. We didn't really miss you since we never really used you.
She's still gonna hit that
I know.
one in the back.
I know.
That's
I'm
okay.
still configuring. This is a biggie.
I know.
What did I do?
That's why I was quiet. I was thinking.
11.
If
Keep
you
playing that game.
are
Yes,
you
I-
going to continue to plummet with this one through the door behind him, or are you letting him go?
4. Really?
Hmm.
Going through the door would be epic, but at the same time, what's beyond that door?
5.
I want to break
Well, that
somebody
no, that right there at the door is the end of her movement. She can't move past that.
All right, right. But what I'm asking is, are you going to do that, or are you going to stop short at the wall?
I'd imagine she'd just smash him into it, but like she'd kind of be out of momentum by that point, but he'd still be getting smashed.
Okay, good.
Okay.
Yes.
Inside it.
Cause that's at the far end of her movement. So,
16. Nice.
and she's already plowed through a rock, and another goblin, and then another goblin.
10.
Maybe she just dents
roll
the
the carpet,
wall.
man.
Okay.
Thank you.
Okay. I'm just checking if there is an actual attack for charging. So, because you seem to take that as a favor,
19.
so I'm gonna try and incorporate that into your character sheet next time.
Well, we
We
have
have
it
something prepared for it.
listed as
Sugar, sugar,
charge, which is bludgeoning damage. It's 1d8 plus 4.
Sugar. 6.
Okay. Go. I'm gonna go ahead and let you do that on one of them now.
Well, I'd say it's,
So the one at the far end.
yeah, in a straight line.
Okay.
It just makes more
you
sense
can
that way.
Go ahead and roll that attack
Don't
damage
forget to do the
against him.
sugar.
9.
Sugar. Come on. It just fell right out of my hand.
Got practice.
A 4.
And I lost my calculator.
A 9.
Hmm.
Let me see. What it was?
Okay.
A 13.
Ooh.
So, and I'm assuming
Sugar,
you're
sugar.
ending about here?
No.
Yeah, I guess.
18.
Okay. And you have smashed the wall pretty much entirely down. So we've got some crumbly remains here.
Sugar.
And you have smashed the goblin into the door. And you have utterly, like, just
12. Nice.
trampled over the other one. There's like a like fucking skid mark of goblin underneath your feet where you trampled over it. And the shrapnel has hit the remaining goblin off to the side, in the face a couple times with a couple different stones there, and he's a little dazed by it. But these two are still standing. The one before you is looking not so good,
And they're
But-
still frightened of her.
and they are still frightened.
Four,
I'll
really?
say, where are you guys going?
This time I'll
Oh,
do
we're not allowed to move.
Wait,
No,
where's
you
which
just
one?
moved.
Is one dead or is
Because
which one
technically
dead?
we're in battle now,
Yeah,
so...
you're in battle now.
We never
Uh,
roll
so-
initiative.
Yeah, because I kind of did a surprise attack,
Yep.
Oh.
and then initiative.
So
Okay.
now you're gonna roll initiative now.
Okay. Zoe, roll that dice for me, huh?
Damn it.
Tell me what number we get.
I want to pop a D.
a 14.
Alright.
Yeah, my dexterity.
And I
Can
had
have a
2.
Lexi? Can I have a
Dang.
Lexi?
Initiative. So
One
we got
time
a
I want to
14.
go ahead.
I rolled a 13. That's my lowest roll. Well, here.
Wait, don't we add 2 for initiative?
It's
Roll
your dexterity
I
roll.
do dexterity modifier.
Oh, so dexterity. Yeah, so okay. Initiative. My initiative is +2. Alright, so.
Wait, is it supposed to be dexterity modifier or just including the proficiency bonus?
What's this?
Nope, just your dex.
Sugar,
Okay.
Okay.
Do
Oh,
the
shit.
sugar on the carpet, man.
A 13. That's how you get good numbers.
Yeah, 13 is a good number.
Grandma, how'd you get a 4?
Sugar, sugar, sugar.
I rolled a 1,
Oh no!
See, I got 7.
so I guess I passed out for a minute.
10.
had like an old lady moment there. You
Yeah,
just
you
kind
had a
of.
senior moment.
I know. I just wanted to break some legs.
Ew.
Okay. And then Meepo. Oh, Meepo, you don't. God.
What is it? What is it? 19. Great.
Alright, after this fight, I have to go.
All right, Kai, you're first. God, you're just decimating them.
Yes.
Yep. Oh, I'm first.
Yep.
Okay.
Great.
I guess I'm gonna roll an attack on the one in front of me. May as well try and finish that off.
What?
Gotta remember these numbers better. 13.
13 does not hit.
Is it still at a disadvantage though?
That doesn't affect its AC.
Oh, okay.
It is the goblin's turn next. This poor thing, like,
Isn't he
you just come
frightened
here
also?
and royally fucked up its day. It's frightened, so it's gonna get disadvantage on whatever it does. Let's see. It's a melee attack.
Zoe, stop.
It has no choice but to go for you. Or
Fine. You have to go
disengage.
fish it out.
Where can you go if you disengage?
To the corner.
I mean, they
What's
can
the cool
they
stuff
can leave the
under here?
room, but I'm trying to check the map and see where they can actually go.
Even a coin.
Oh, you found a coin down there? Hi,
Yeah.
good.
Yeah, he's actually gonna
That is not.
run north,
I'll show you the thing that.
Oh!
disappear behind the door.
I'm really upset that these goblins keep running away.
I know, it sucks, doesn't it?
Eh.
The other one's gonna try and stay and fight.
Okay,
Sabuchi,
that
how did you
maybe?
get up in here? Were you with Kai?
I moved before we started the battle. I didn't know how far we were going. Because I already moved by the time you said, okay, let's do battle.
Oh,
I can move back if you want me to.
yeah, I think you were back in the hall still. We'll move you, like, down
So
here.
it's move!
Oh, yeah.
This one's gonna try and fight you, Kai.
Break it!
Does a 23 hit?
Hallelujah.
It didn't roll a 23,
It rolled a 19 and it has a +4 to hit.
but it's frightened.
Oh
It
shit,
has
you're right.
disadvantage.
Thank you, sorry. It didn't hit. I can tell you it didn't.
So it tries to shoot her, and she just like flexes her neck, and the arrow falls out. The original
Yeah.
arrow.
We'll say, like, it tried to shoot you and the new arrow, like, skidded off of your plate because of the angle it's at. Let's see. Sylvan.
Oh, it's my turn, yeah?
Yeah.
Alright, so I'm going to say this goblin's really distracted by the monster in front of it.
Oh, yes. In fact, let me turn it to be looking at her.
So I'm going to boop right there. And then I will actually fight this time. And I am going to do Ray of Frost won't hurt Kai, yeah?
I don't think you're within range for Ray of Frost, are you?
60 feet.
Oh, yeah, I guess you are. Yeah, no, if you target the goblin, she won't be in the way.
Okay. So I'm going to make a goblinsicle here.
Oh, see, I'm thinking Burning Hands. That's why I messed that one up. That's only 15 feet.
Okay, so
Well,
roll
really?
this one, Zoe. Go sugar, sugar, sugar. You didn't go sugar, sugar, sugar.
Sorry, let me try again.
Okay.
Sugar, sugar, sugar.
Gonna roll worse
I
this
got an
time.
8.
She got an 8.
Plus what?
Plus, I add my spells, yeah?
Yep.
4. That's 12.
That is not enough.
What?
uh,
That is whatever. You suck, Goblin. I will make you into an ice cube.
he carefully ducks underneath of the ray as it comes. shooting
Carefully,
off
like
towards
he's just like slow motion, like shh.
him. Yeah, like you almost don't know if it was intentional or just like instinct. Like, Candy.
I am going to epically roll into a fucking room like a. I'm going to
Like
do a
James
barrel roll.
Bond. Yeah.
Barrel roll, yes, and I'm going to take out my bow and shoot at him again. I'm a dork. I'm going to roll to see if I actually shoot at him.
I feel like Candy has now taken up the role of Rusty.
Oh no.
Okay, so plus my dexterity saving. Plus which is apparently including my proficiency bonus. I get so confused by this. I'm sorry, but
It's not anything you're. When you make a physical attack, it's going to be whatever
Chloe, stop
it's
touching
your
stuff.
d20 plus your for this specific weapon dexterity modifier and proficiency bonus.
okay. Sorry, all this gets like a little confusing. But yes, I'm good. I rolled a 13 plus 6 equals that 19.
Plus 2, I believe.
Oh yeah, because 4 is my modifier by itself.
Oh, okay. So it definitely hits. And now for your damage, you're going to roll whatever the damage die is, plus your dexterity modifier again.
Hot damn. Hot fucking damn.
So 1d8 plus 4.
So 6 plus 4 equals 10.
Alright. 10 damage to this friend. You shoot him with an arrow, and he looks like he was very startled by it, as he looks down at the arrow now lodged into his torso. And he looks jarred to the point where like he assumed that the arrow came from another goblin because it looked like something that he recognized before. Then he looks up and sees you, and he's mad because it wasn't a goblin.
So is he not scared anymore or just mad?
How long does that last? Conditions. I'm just gonna say it lasts until he dies because he's fucking terrified.
Also, he's probably gonna die soon.
That too. Meepo.
Oh, it's your turn.
What would Meepo like to do?
What do you want to do? Do you want to attack the goblin, or do you want to try to run away?
Attack the goblin.
Attack the goblin?
Okay.
So we're going to
Meepo,
move over here.
does she want to use a dagger or a slingshot?
Do you want to use a dagger or a slingshot?
Slingshot.
Okay.
Why is it so adorable?
Alright, so Meepo pulls out his slingshot
Does Meepo
and misses.
Oh no, Meepo missed.
What?
Meepo, we rolled the dice and Meepo missed.
Oh.
Yeah. Maybe next time.
It's okay though, he looks cool.
He looked really cool while shooting it though.
What?
He's shooting his slingshot.
Oh.
Granny, it's your turn.
Man, she's just gonna sip some hooch. So
Next
yeah,
time,
she just
my
like
choice is-
she like
my
looks
choice is
up
gonna
like
be
you know
wrong.
like.
Yeah. Next time when it's your turn, we'll try again. Okay?
For some reason, I'm imagining that scene in
I
Pitch
know,
Black
I'm
where like
not
they have like everybody panicking and all that fun stuff, and they cut over to like Riddick in like a launch chair with an umbrella above him, sipping on some fucking.
Ryan and
Or
take
Galaxy
take a
Quest
shower.
where they're in the ship and you guys just.
Ryan has to
hang
wash his hair. Okay?
Grandma's
Yeah.
over here with her fucking kombucha.
So
Yeah, I
go
got my
upstairs with
hooch.
Ryan. Take your shower
Alright.
now.
I'm not doing
Ryan
anything.
has to wash his hair.
So you don't want to do anything?
No. That's
Okay.
You can
She's
take a
like-
bath.
Kai, it's your turn again.
You have to hang out with Ryan upstairs though,
Alright,
okay?
well, we're going to attempt to cleft this guy in twain with her tail.
Alright. I can tell you one thing, it ain't gonna be that hard.
That's what I figured.
Sipping the hooch.
I just heard the word hooch and I'm just like, oh my god.
My god, my basic math skills are awful. 21.
Yeah, definitely.
He did.
And that is...
Give us some flavor.
Well, that was to hit, but...
Yeah,
And-
no. I can promise you, he's good. Like,
He's good and
Okay.
dead.
So, Kai, how big is a goblin?
they're small. They're I don't know, maybe 3 feet tall.
They're grandma's
Yeah.
size.
They're
It's
grandma
about as
size.
big as my
Okay.
niece. I should call her
So,
Goblin.
Kai is just hulking over this little goblin, who's already scared shitless. Literally shitless. You can smell it.
Ah,
Yeah, I can.
And she lets out this deep, like, guttural growl and just whips her tail around and brings it down from above and just clefts this thing in half. And it's the kind of cut where it's like the creature doesn't realize it for a moment before it's suddenly just, it's gone. It's dead.
Style.
I was trying to find the audio that I wanted to use for this scream, but I can't.
is it
Is it the
Wilhelm?
help screen?
I got it. Hold on.
If you do anything,
This is all its final words are as it dies.
Wow.
I had to replace
After she's killed it, Kai lets out like this, like absolutely vicious roar. It's different than her normal ones. It's actually quite terrifying to everybody.
I fearfully clap.
All
I come
right.
walking out like I smell shit.
No.
Are you going to eat the shit, Smoochie?
No,
Maybe.
no. She has taste.
I mean, you eat
But
literal.
y'all probably want to leave the room.
I was gonna say, I remember that occasion that you said that you were literally eating mandrake poop.
Oh.
Yes, yes, she's but I'm not gonna describe it because she's eating shit. So
My character just walks over real quickly, takes the arrow, and then goes the fuck away.
I have to go soon, but I'm going to check out the door the goblin left in.
It might be a good idea
Okay.
for us to just pause here, so if you want to actually just
Yeah,
go.
are you okay? Like, do you want to pause?
Yeah,
and
I just have to
pick up
give
later?
my little ones a bath, and that should take like maybe a half
I
an
think
hour if you
Sparks-
guys want to keep playing afterwards.
I think Sparks has to go to bed early.
Okay.
Yeah, it's not possible.
Okay, so we'll stop here tonight. Thanks, guys.
Yeah, it was fun.
Okay.